They certainly look impressive, don't they? Look at those costumes. Let's give them the benefit of the doubt and let's imagine that it is a sausage wrapped in a waffle. There is one fundamental flaw here. It has no wings. Over they go! Oh!
Challenging friends, family and workmates to launch their homemade machines into the abyss,
Oh!
Red Bull Flugtag is, of course, a flying contest.
And it's flying and flying and flying and flying!
But it's also so much more, with teams being scored on their showmanship, creativity and flair for design.
Oh, dear me!
Over the years, some of these creations have left us amused, bemused, speechless and scratching our heads in amazement.
It didn't fly at all.
Here are 8 designs that, for one reason or another, really got our attention. The countdown starts in Milan with a team whose crude contraption certainly wouldn't make their mamas proud.
OK then, so the crazy bunch of guys who make up Mama Caca, Fabio B, Fabio S, Andrea, Franco, and the pilot is Gabrielle, but we'll wait to see whether Pooh can actually fly. This is one of the most bizarre ideas that we've ever seen in a Red Bull Flugtag, but we're about to find out whether it works. And don't forget, 9.6 at the moment is the mark that's been set. There they all are, look, in the makeshift nappies, strapped onto the front of Mama Caca. Don't forget, the baby won't fly. They don't fly. There we go! Oh, it's not too bad at all, is it? Not necessarily, well, 11.5. Not necessarily sure whether that's genius or stupidity. It just seemed to be a fella being catapulted out of a strange craft. There's the 4 of them. On they go. That launches the pilot. Look, there he goes. He comes out like a cannon, head first, tucked up in a ball. There they go.
At 7, we're off to Portland, Oregon, to see a mind-boggling design that was simply out of this world.
So Rings of Fire are based around this plane, which you can build if you want to do one at home with a straw and paper, but don't ask me how. What I will say about this is as big as you can go. With regard to the dimensions, you can't go bigger. And they're getting a fair bit of speed, and then over they go, and Laura's going to stick with it. And she took it right down to the water, and that's one of the better ones that we've seen so far. 60 feet the furthest. Almost there, 54, but it looked the part. There we see, really smooth into the water. She was able to hold it right to the end and even landed on her feet, which was great. Not much left of it now, though.
The celestial theme continues in Hong Kong now. At 6, let's meet some little green men with an eye for the extraterrestrial.
They certainly look impressive, don't they? Look at those costumes and the creativity that's gone into those. The plane itself is also very, very impressive. It's the 3rd time that they're participating, this team, in a Red Bull event, and they've always finished in the top 3 before, so they're confident, but they've also got some targets here today. And they're about to launch this plane off the ramp here in Hong Kong. Let's see how it flies. It looks the part, and it flies pretty well as well. The water in the cockpit, look at the distance, 15 metres. Off the ramp, they got a good release, and you can see there the plane, look, went away from the launch vehicle underneath it. Off the ramp, picked up a bit of air underneath the wings, and went 15 metres. That's really good. And the pilot, Ron, really happy with that.
5th place goes to a team from Oslo and a sausage-themed flying machine that caught our attention for all the wrong reasons.
OK, I think we're all thinking the same, but let's give them the benefit of the doubt and let's imagine that it is a sausage wrapped in a waffle. Pulse a waffle. You would say in Norway, we go sausage in a waffle. He's covered in ketchup, covered in mustard. He's about to be covered in water as well. We'll see how far it goes. So there it is. Looks the part, doesn't it? So can they get some speed on the ramp and give themselves an opportunity, or might the ketchup and mustard weigh him down? Well, over they go. It's not too bad at all. They're pleased, and rightly so. They've got to beat 13 metres, and they're edging towards it. Oh, they didn't quite do it. Metre short. Just maybe didn't get quite enough separation at the start. There we see it. Landed very quickly, didn't it? But was nice and flat. He's even got time to showboat a little bit on the way down.
In fourth place, we're back in Milan for a surprisingly accurate recreation of the Titanic. We mean that in more ways than one.
Team Gag Garage. Matteo, Christian, Alessandro and David. Andrea is the pilot. They're a bunch of friends from the same town. And it's basically called Titanic Airlines, and we know what happened to the Titanic. There's water involved, and that sunk without trace. But they found it in the end. We hope they find this one a little bit quicker than it took them to find the Titanic all those years ago. So off we go then. There is the ramp. Don't necessarily think there's a bright future for the lady on the front, but let's wait and see. So 9.6 is the target. There is the launch, and it's not too bad. Let's see about the distance. Didn't quite get 8.7, didn't quite get the flight down that we saw from Team de Bosch, but all the same, they'll be relatively happy, even though it's about 1.3 metres below what we think is the mark you've got to set today. The pilot was brave, though. If you see, he stays on his feet all the way down. I think you put that down as decent commitment by the pilot.
At number 3, we return to the USA, because who doesn't love a giant flying pug?
There is one fundamental flaw here. It has no wings. That's because the pug has no wings. Over they go! Oh! He might well get some marks for the somersault. And they're going to get the 30 feet minimum. Oh, a little bit more, 33, which is a slight bonus as the other crew members dive in too. Have you ever seen a dog dive off a bridge like that? Well, you have now. Oh.
Next up, we're in Louisville, Kentucky, and a design that took toilet humour to new heights. It's only fitting that these guys are at number 2.
Now, the next team is a bizarre group of people called Nunca. And basically, they spotted somebody who couldn't go to the toilet with their clothes on. So they've designed a plane here that's based on a toilet roll. It's all something that we don't really want to go into too much, but I'll kind of leave it to your own imagination. But let's see whether loo rolls can fly. It looks quite flimsy, I think, don't you? Look at the wings there. I'm not necessarily sure that they're going to be too strong. John is the pilot. There is John. And it doesn't look like he's got an awful lot above his head. He's got a lot below, though. The toilet roll is the launch vehicle. Now off he goes, and he's gone down. And he's got, what's he got there? 13.7 metres. Off go the rest of the team. There's John. There's the release. It just starts to bend. Look, you see, it's far too flimsy. They've got to keep the wings out straight to get any kind of air underneath them. The minute the wings start to fold like that, you are going one way.
And finally, the winner's trophy goes to a Swiss team from Zurich whose ingenious design was not only an engineering triumph, it actually flew. Like, properly flew.
Aye, aye, aye. The last team of the day, they've been the talk of the paddock. A lot of people are expecting big things from this team. But we know what a bad day it's been so far for the favourites. Again, a lot of work has gone into it. Again, it looks as though it's going to fly a long way, but there is no guarantee. Lake Zurich has claimed some initially impressive-looking planes already here today. Yvonne is the pilot, and we've not seen big wheels like that on anything else today. Here we go then, last team of the day, off along the platform. There's the launch, and look at the height, and look how long he's staying up there, and it's still flying, and it's gone miles, look at that! It was heading towards Munich, which is on the other side of the lake. Sensational! I don't go that far on my holidays. 55.5 metres. Absolutely brilliant. At last, one of the favourites lives up to the reputation. Aye, aye, aye. There we go. Look at that. Soaring through the air. Still going. The drinks trolley was on the way round. That's how long they've been up there. Fantastic. Look at that. Get your duty free about now. Oh, that's gone on and on and on and on. Brilliant. Best flight we've seen all day long. Look at that. Gliding through the air, so aerodynamically sound, brilliantly designed. And a lovely soft landing as well.
And with that butter-smooth landing, today's in-flight entertainment draws to a close. Hopefully, you've been inspired to design and build your own amazing aircraft and have a go yourself one day. We'll see you out there. Take care.